Welcome to Sports, everybody. I'm Chris Saunders. Preparations are continuing now for Bahamas Speed Week, which is set for November. This year's event is expected to attract the top drivers in the racing world. Deputy Prime Minister Brave Davis says the three-day event will not only provide an economic boost for vendors, but also the wider business community.
This mixture, of course, will benefit the Bahamians, the businesses here, and expose the Bahamas once again to the world. I am happy, and I thank the organizers for their vision, for their tenacity and commitment to.
Now, some 60 classic cars are expected to participate in the race, and work is underway to ensure the roads on the route are in good condition.
We have agreed to do some works to ensure that we have at least. In last year's race, I think we had single car racing. This year we'll have more side-by-side racing, which I think will be an exciting, spectacular event.
With Olympic silver medalist Andretti Bain opening up the Bahamas Dream Sports and Lifestyle Nutrition Center this past weekend, the question naturally comes up as to whether or not he's hung up his spikes for good. However, the quarter-miler was quick to dispel any such rumors.
Andretti Bain will continue to compete at least until 2020 Olympics. The last 4 years has been very difficult for me, dealing with a whole lot of injuries, serious injuries. Those injuries were so severe that, doctors almost felt as if, how can he come back from this? But I'm determined. I know the promises that God has for my life, and I will be back on track next year.
Bain won a silver medal with the 4x4 team at the Beijing Olympics in 2008. Now, after holding meetings over the summer, the Government Secondary Schools Association, Sporting Association that is, has agreed to revert back to its old schedule where softball is first up. According to Sports Officer in the Ministry of Education, Evan Wisdom, this decision in his mind was a no-brainer.
If we were to do softball first, what is then going to happen is, as softball wraps up in the private school and also in the public school, at the end of that, you have the Austin King Snake Knolls tournament. So we then are in talks with the Softball Federation to use that tournament as the official National High Schools Championship. We go from there into cross country with the B3As. We go from that into a National High School Basketball Championship, first time ever. We go from that into the National High School Championship Track and Field with the B3As. We do that in conjunction with them. One of the things that the Director of Education is interested in is having all of the children come out and fill that stadium, and so that is a goal that we have. From there, we move to a national soccer tournament. And ending and rounding up the season, we have the National Volleyball Championship.
Moving on now, some boxing news. Amateur boxing on the move in Inagua. In fact, it's been so for a few years now. Tonight, Julian Gibson catches up with the leadership of the Inagua Boxing Club to get their take on the direction of the sport.
When it comes to amateur boxing in the country, only New Providence has a better program than Inagua. Boxing has really flourished in the Deep South.
In the past, we had known it to be called the Mecca of boxing. It has produced good boxers, and I see a lot of talent. This needs to be mentored some more, and that's the way forward for these youth in Inagua.
We fought most of the guys who had 40 and 50 fights. Some of our guys the majority of fights our guys had at this time is about 10. Okay, and we have beat some of the best boxers from Rayman's gym. I have this guy, CJ. He's very good. He fought in the Cayman Islands. He lost. But his record now, he has about 10 fights. Stand about 8-2.
And because there is talent in Inagua, they would like to see their boxing facilities really improve.
At present, the gym that we acquired lately is in need of some repairs. Some major repairs at this time, and while I'm here, I would like to make a plea to the corporate citizen, to give us a hand, and you can contact me at the police station, 339-1444, and that would be good, to assist with the gym and equipment.
We started working on this place. We used to be to the market, the old market, which is owned by government. So I end up getting this place here, and we trying to do some repair work to it to try and help the majority of the youngsters here. We have about 35 to 40 boxers here in the Niagara, youngsters who are interested in amateur boxing. And I have some boxers who have, one of two of them been to the Cayman Islands as junior, some of the top junior amateur boxers here in this country.
So with an outstanding track record in amateur boxing in the country, Inagua just needs a little more help. Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I'm Julian Gibson.
All right, Julian, thanks a lot. That will do it for sports. I'm Chris Arnott. Your final look at weather is still to come.